Good day. My name is Shane O'Sullivan. I'm from Jacobs Engineering. I'm the HSE Manager for Advanced Facilities and the Ireland operation. As a part of CIF Safety Week, I'll be taking you through our well-being program that we run here at Jacobs Engineering, give you an idea and an overview of its development as a case study, and then just taking you step through of how it's developed and where we are today with it. I hope you can gain something out of this today, and certainly if there's any information that you want, post this. I am open for contact if you wish to contact me. Just a little bit about Jacobs Engineering. If you're not familiar with us, Jacobs is one of the largest, most diverse providers of technical, professional and construction services in the world. We have 77,000 plus employees across 400 offices in 35 countries. We supply engineering and construction management and consultancy services across the section of industry through building infrastructure, advanced facilities, manufacturing, aerospace, environmental, and Beyond Zero, which is our culture of caring. Beyond Zero is our very essence of who we are as part of Jacobs Engineering. Beyond Zero came out of the ashes of the Texas City disaster, where Jacobs unfortunately lost 11 of our employees due to the explosion there in the Texas City oil refinery. From that, we vowed that a catastrophe like that would never ever happen again. From that, Beyond Zero, our senior management commitment cascaded down these values to the organization. And this really emanates through all that we do as Jacobs Engineering. Here is our vision, mission, and value statement, where we state that safety integrity is the foundation which Jacobs was born, and people are the heart of our business, clients are our value partners, and performance excellence is our commitment, and again, with growth and profitable growth is imperative. With that being said, and with an overview of Jacobs, I'm going to take you through then our well-being program, which is our mental health matters, which is a big part of our Beyond Zero and our culture of caring. First and foremost, why we have our mental health matters, and I think really what we've experienced across the globe in all our operations and in our various offices, in the mental health has no boundaries. First and foremost, there's 150 million people suffer from depression at any point in time. Nearly 1 million die by suicide every year, which is staggering. And 1 in 4 families has at least one member with a mental disorder, and that's coming from the World Health Report. So within our culture of care, we decided that we need to do something about this, certainly to support our people. Here's just a general graph on what we see, stress points and pressure points amongst our people, how we would experience that within a project setting. And certainly we do realize that and recognize that we need an element of stimulation to get going and certainly to try. But if we look at the top of the curve, and as you go over the top of the curve, there's a fine balance between and being at your optimum and then doing too much. And that's a steep curve then down the other side, which again, that can lead to burnout. And that's really then really driven by high work pressures, all of the other pressures of life, social acceptance, family issues, all that contributes to modern day stresses and estrangement, but eventually can lead to people falling into poor mental health states. So as part of our Beyond Zero Culture of Caring program, the Mental Health Matters program started. And it started 4 years ago with 12 members in the organization. Came up with a concept really around 3 elements. Our training awareness. Yes, we had to increase the awareness amongst our organization, but again, giving people the skills to recognize this, being able to talk about it, and the support put systems then to support those that are trained as mental health champions, and engaging with our emergency, our employee assistance program. Then, with all that in place, it's then about building resilience and supporting those people who, again, need those skills and those coping skills to thrive in projects, but even from just day-to-day general existence. A little bit about our positive mental health champions. This is an in-house program that we run. We ask for volunteers and those that come forward. Then we put them through a one-day program that was developed by members of the mental health matters champions. And again, it was verified by some experts. And the people that go through this then are on, I suppose, are given the rules of engagement in around being a mental health champion. We recognize that we are not clinical physicians or counselors. We're just there people to lend a lending ear and signpost people to the relevant solutions. Also, our positive mental health champions will be very, very much aware with the 5 ways to well-being, which is a worldwide recognized model. Again, taking notice, give, be active, connect, keep learning. What we try and impart in our training in those is, again, being able to have that discussion around mental health. And we're finding it difficult to engage with those, give, donate, volunteer. Those people always feel a lot better when we get involved. Be active, so get outside, walking meetings. Again, we have lunch walks, we have out of hours sports and facilities as well that people get involved in walking and connect. Again, you know, we insist that people need to have the downtime and may not be contactable all the time, and keep learning new courses, new hobbies, and that is then promoted within our organization. The strategy that we put to place really built on the foundations of our Beyond Zero culture of caring, which was in concepts in 2007. So that was easy then for us to build an inclusive environment where our 3 elements of training, awareness, support systems, and resilience sat around and was compounded by that environment that was already created with our culture of caring. The importance of that is recognizing where everyone can thrive, and then recognizing an environment that, yes, we have people who have mental illness, but also those that suffer from mental health. The continuum that I'm displaying here at the moment is just discusses just that. On the horizontal, we have a continuum where we go from left to right, from high mental illness, where people are diagnosed with a certain mental illness, all the way to the right, where there is a low mental illness, where there's no diagnosed, or people are thriving. The vertical axis then, which is going from south to north, is where you have low mental health to the region where there's high mental health. So then we take a look at the region between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock there, whereas it's a flourishing area where there is high mental health with low mental illness, right the way around to the 10 and 11 and 12 o'clock region where you have flourishing mental illness. So that is where someone has a clinical condition, but have coping skills provided there. So yes, they have coping skills, could be on medication, but yet are thriving. So it's just recognizing that there is a place for everyone in every place, that we create that safe haven within our workplace. Within that strategy behind that was something that was, again, based around our mental health champions and the equipment that they were giving to deliver this. So again, they were empowered to create that environment where everyone can thrive. Again, empowered to promote positive mental health and reduce the stigma within the organization. And as there's a primary point of information and reference and source of material, and then train to guide and signpost colleagues to appropriate professional help. So ideally, they are the pillars of this program. How was it done? I mean, the plan that was put together again was that it wasn't going to happen overnight. First and foremost, it needed leadership buy-in. If you don't have leadership buy-in within your organization, then it's going to be very, very difficult to get this across the line. But once you have your leadership buy-in and the investment into the program, your champions will thrive, it will work, and it becomes infectious through your organization. Again, I suppose the main thing to point out is our strict terms of engagements. We are not clinical physicians, we are not counselors, we cannot take on people's woes and worries, but yes, we can signpost them to the right directions for to the professional services that are out there. So our journey so far, I spoke about Beyond Zero in 2007, where our Mental Health Matters program kicked off in 2016. One of our first Jacob Safety Weeks, mental health was on the agenda. That came through again with our strategy that we launched in 2016 in June, and our first training session of our Positive Champions, where we had 16 mental health champions trained back in 2016. Again, there was a big launch for World Mental Health Day, 10th of October, and also it was featured on our Safety Week again for May 2007, and also again this year. So again, we looked at various strategies. This is a strategy from the UK, and then we started rolling this out across the world, and with a number of programs and awards throughout the organization. So, which brings us to, I suppose, where we are today. Just taking it as a global look here, and just if I can just draw your attention to Ireland itself. Currently, we have 47 champions that are trained within the organization, and that goes across our 3 offices on the island and goes across our multiple projects and project locations. We have at least one trained mental health champion in each of those locations. Also, day to day, we have people volunteering, and we're rolling out that training on a quarterly basis. So it's a great story. Even if I just look at the champions we've trained across the globe today, we have nearly 1,400 people trained and nearly 200 trainers across the organization. So it's a real success story. How did we do it? Wasn't easy. It was just every day, again, and just made that safe environment. People have those conversations, and people were empowered to have those conversations. And then when we got the momentum from leadership, we just had to keep pushing through. But to be honest with you, this fits any organization. So all you need is your management commitment, and you need to create that environment. Once you have that environment, then is look at your capabilities in around training and awareness. Those toolbox talks, keep talking, provide information to your employees on the support systems, on your EAP. If you don't have an EAP, speak to your insurance providers or health insurance providers. Your LAs and your VHIs, they provide that service. And build resilience, support your people, have those conversations, and give them those coping skills by using outsourced organizations if required. This is our commitment from our leadership. Steve Dimitrio, he's behind this 100%, and Bob Brigada support our Mental Health Matters and are really pushing this, and will insist that all the leadership are trained as positive mental health champions to understand the delivery of this program. Again, an example of our awareness program. Again, is something that you can develop for your own organizations, and certainly getting people to open up and to talk. Especially especially as we see what is happening in the construction industry and the amount of businesses and the challenges that we have there with a very, very transient workforce. I'd like to thank you very, very much for your time, and I hope you got something out of this today. And if you do wish to contact me, there's my email address, shane.o'sullivan@jacobs.com. I'm more than happy to reply to any of your queries. Enjoy the rest of your construction safety week, and thank you very much.